At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Michigan Wolverines return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in a celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game, and you're right. Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. They got to do something about that today.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they? But this is one they would love to put in the trophy case a lot more consistently. To do that, they have got to match the intensity of Michigan in this game, and they have got to be more physical than what they've shown in recent years.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here.
And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
First down for this offense. On the option. Now the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the little brown jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. A little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The give out of the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. It was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Pope. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick completion to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
From the red zone, it's Gage. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. The 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on... This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Vincent. And the Wolverines have a first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Trying to fight his way through that tackle when he's brought down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Pope. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gage. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Toss to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football, getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground, stopping him short, causing a 4th down.
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. They've reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he's headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Gage. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On target. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Off play action. This one's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the Golden Gophers get it up to move the chains. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Pope. Makes the catch and knocked down. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You'll pitch it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day, but that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense day. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for us.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northwestern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for the loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offense.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
He's going to throw deep right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. He'll start this drive firing. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cantrell. Oh, the spin move. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He's got his man. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Give him 96 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Fair catch called for and made. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Pope. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
What a snag by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's going to pass on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Leaves it with the back. The Golden Gophers get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The lone back's got it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, when the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback will audible. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He finds his man. He did not get there, and they'll have to...
Okay, ready?
Oh, they might have just seen this game slip away. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is a big